In this video, you're going to learn how to mentally prepare for sports. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. Now, the goal of mental preparation is to get you into the best mindset to compete. Because during games, it's really your mindset that can either make or break your performance. I've worked with a lot of athletes who are struggling to take practice skills and translate them into game time execution. And the reason that they have that struggle, that disconnect, is mental. If you are performing well in practices, well then you have the physical skills to succeed. So you need to make sure that during games you're putting yourself in the best position to succeed by getting into the best mindset. And that's what mental preparation can help you do. Now the first step of mental preparation is you want to identify what kind of state are you trying to get into. Are you trying to get into more of a relaxed state? Are you trying to get into more of a high energy state so you need a lot of motivation and energy to compete? Are you trying to get into the mindset where you're going out there trying to dominate the competition, or maybe you're trying to go out there and prove somebody else wrong? But the first part is you want to identify first what kind of mindset you want to get into. The best way to do this is to think about the times where you've played your best. It's an exercise I always use and I always encourage athletes to do because past really good performances are often overlooked in terms of why you perform that well. You probably just think, well, that's how I'm supposed to perform. But by identifying the times where you perform well and thinking about what mindset you had, what kind of state you were in, that gives you really good insight and gives you a really good idea of the kind of mindset you want to try to replicate moving forward and going into the games in the future. So you first want to identify this, and that's called your peak performance mindset, the mindset you need to perform your best. To help identify this mindset, there are 4 questions you want to ask yourself. What was I thinking during the game? How was I feeling during the game? What was I focused on during the game? And what was motivating me to perform? So go ahead and answer those questions, and then you're going to have a better idea and a better understanding of the kind of mindset you want to work to get into. Once you've identified the mindset you want to work to get into for competition, now it's time to apply sports psychology and mental training tools that you can use for mental preparation. And there are 4 main tools that I'm going to briefly talk about. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to link videos in the description below that go into more detail on each one of the tools and exercises. The first one is self-talk. Self-talk is an incredible tool for you to use as an athlete in terms of mentally preparing because you are practicing to control your thinking. And your thinking is a huge part of whether or not you're going to succeed or perform poorly during competition. So a self-talk routine is where you come up with certain phrases and statements that you want to repeat to yourself. And then you repeat these statements days leading into competition. And then you also repeat these statements the day of competition and then during competition. The next exercise is visualization. Visualization is the practice of mentally rehearsing your skills. This is a fantastic way to prepare mentally for a game because you are seeing yourself perform in your mind before competition. This is going to increase your confidence and it's going to increase the trust you have in yourself. The next thing you can use are performance objectives. Performance objectives help you mentally prepare for games because they give you something that you want to focus on for that game. During performances, you want to simply be performing. You don't want to be overthinking your mechanics. Performance objectives are kind of like a key. They're the key that you can use to unlock peak performance, to unlock that mindset you need, simply by guiding your focus onto something part of the process that you want to place your attention onto. And then the 4th exercise or mental training tool that you can use is mindfulness. Mindfulness can be performed in mindfulness meditation, but it can also be performed and trained through other ways. But by training mindfulness, you are improving your focus. And also, if you're an athlete who performs their best when they're in a calmer state, a more relaxed state, mindfulness is really going to help you get there. So like I said, in the description below, I put links to different videos on each one of these tools. So I encourage you to watch those videos to learn more, so then you can apply these tools to mentally prepare for competition. Now, another way that you can mentally prepare for competition is by working with a mental performance coach. I offer one-on-one mental performance coaching for athletes to help them mentally prepare for competition by identifying their current strengths and challenges, and then helping them identify the best mindset for them to perform. Then what we'll do is work on developing positive mental skills, and then work together to create daily routines and then also pregame routines that you can use to make sure that you are mentally preparing so that you can perform your best during competition on a consistent basis. So if you're interested in learning more about one-on-one mental performance coaching, go ahead and click the link that I put in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new videos each day on sports psychology and mental training. If you have any questions about mentally preparing for competition or any other sports psychology topic, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of success in all that you do.